Hey there, fellow wet shavers. Brian of the Wet Shave Experience. Thanks for tuning in to today's video. Today's video, if you saw my unboxing, should be no surprise. We're going to come to you with Lothur or Lothur, depending on how you want to pronounce it, Kadota, and I have the matching splash with that. We will be using, and by we I mean I, we'll be using the Blackland Vector. This is stainless steel that's still on loan to me from John, aka Latherhog. And I loaded it up with the first use that I just got on my unboxing yesterday, Schick P30 Pro Line blade. This will be the first time I've used that blade. This is a artist club style razor, so it's a bigger, wider head than you will get on your traditional double-edged safety razor. We are using the Alpha shaving brush here. It's excellent brush. I'm really enjoying this synthetic knot on there. We're all lathered up in the Lancaster Razor Works bowl there with a nice creamy lather. And I think we'll get into the shave. I think it's a good idea. So hopefully today will be a little quicker video. Let's wet the face and get started here. I'm working on a little less than 24 hours growth. My shave yesterday was a little bit more in the afternoon. This is still bordering on late morning, early afternoon, but working on a little bit less than 24 hours growth. So before I get into the shave though, I do want to say if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're watching this for the first time, hopefully you'll consider hitting that subscribe button below. If you've been here for a while or been around since the beginning, thank you for your ongoing and continued support. I really do appreciate it. If anything I say in this video is of value to you, or you like what I've said, or have been helpful in any way, please hit that thumbs up button. All of that helps the channel and YouTube algorithms. We're close to 650 subscribers. So hoping to pass that mark and get to 700 before you know it. And anyways, that concludes our public service announcement. And now we really, truly will get into the shave. So we are all lathered up, like I said. I think this is a really nice scent. It's definitely not your run-of-the-mill scents, and I mean that in a good way. This is an original scent that Johnny from Lothur has come up with, and I really love the creaminess of this lather. It's really, really nice, and you can see that in there. But I really, really like the way this lathers up. This is, I guess, version 2 or whatever of the shave soap from the original version that came out. So the scent notes on this are, I'm getting old, so I gotta put on my reading glasses. Actually, maybe I don't. Green grassy notes, clean floral accord, fresh green fig, cedarwood, and vetiver. So if that sounds good to you, then you'll like this scent. This scent is really well done. When I unboxed it, I didn't get a ton of scent strength right off the tub. I will say though that once lathered, the scent does come more to life. I'd still probably put the scent strength at a medium. And so I wouldn't call it a bold and banging scent, but I don't think that's what it's intended to be or needs to be. I think the scent strength is right where it should be from that standpoint. What I get out of it is a nice green scent, the slight amount of sweetness, but not overly sweet to be gourmandish. I get a little bit of floral in there, but not overly flowery. You know, I was messaging with Johnny. He was saying that, you know, the floral in there is there to more provide like a fresh, white, clean linen scent rather than a true floral scent, and I think that accomplishes that very well. So there's a little floral in the background, but it's not overly florally. And then the the cedar and vetiver kind of anchor the scent. I don't think you get a lot of, it's not that woody vetiver. I think the wood notes are just there for balance and are certainly not prominent in the scent, but rounded out. And then, and there's a little bit of sweetness in there. And it's not a sweetness provided by like a vanilla. I think Johnny was saying that there's elements like curamin, which is not listed in the scent notes, but that provide a sweetness. Almost cut myself there, almost pressed too hard straight in, and I could feel that. This head on this is very, very narrow from this way, and so just getting that right shave angle is important in this blade. Anyways, I think the scent is very well done very well. I think this could actually be more of a unisex scent. It's definitely not a cologne type scent where it's overly masculine, but it's not feminine either. So I think it walks that line very well, that it could be unisex in that sense. I know what the face here. I still cannot find my my mister. I was walking around looking for it downstairs before I started the shave, and I don't know what my kids did with it. I might have to buy my own or buy another one just so they can play with the one and I can have the other. So anyways, it's a definitely a clean, fresher scent. Great, I think, for spring. Light in the sense, not necessarily light in the scent strength, but light in the scent in the way that it's not heavy or overly powerful. I don't know if that makes sense, but I think it's well done. I think my favorite Lothur is still probably Calm and then Oregon, but this might be kind of in contention for that second or third place there. I like that this is an original scent. This was inspired by, and I can't remember the name of the author off the top of my head, but a book called Diary, if you read the description, Diary of a Nose. And so kind of an interesting little story that is in the description. So I bought this through the Razor Company, which to my knowledge is the only place you can get Lothur here in the States, unless you probably could get it directly from Lothur and pay the international shipping charges. So I think the Razor Company is the only domestic US shaving supply place where you can buy this. I haven't had, I will say the first couple, I used this a couple of times in some previous videos, and then I kind of got that Aylesworth Dracont razor in, and that was part of a pass around, so I had a limited time to use it. So I used that. And then the Blackland came in, the Era came in, so I was using that. So this kind of got put to the side. But I will say the Schick blade seems to be doing me or working better for me than the other two blades. I think I tried a Feather Pro in the first shave, and then I had a Kai Medium that I got from Jeremy the Traveling Shaver when he sent my supply razor back. I had asked him if I could get a couple of blades because I didn't have anything really in the Artist Club razor style that I had a lot of other blades for, or brand of blades for. But I will say my first couple of shaves with either of those blades were not the smoothest. And I don't want to fault the razor as much as it's probably just technique on my part. And that's kind of one, I don't know if I want to call it a disadvantage, but challenge. When you kind of have a YouTube channel, you want to kind of use different products, either as they come out or just have some variety in your videos. And I got myself right there. So I still have not had a perfect shave, or a nick, I shouldn't say perfect shave, a nick-free shave from this Vector. I have to go back and look. I'm not sure what the blade gap is on this. And I'm not sure whether the blade exposure is positive or negative. It's a beautiful, beautiful razor. And I think Blackland is coming out with some more here in the next couple of weeks. I don't know if it's just stainless or titanium. It is definitely a premium purchase. This one is the polished version. So the stainless steel polished version, I think, is around $270 or $280. And the non-polished version, I think, is $220 in the stainless. And I think the titanium is like $399 or something. So it's definitely a premium purchase from a razor standpoint. And so I'm very thankful for John, aka Latherhog, for letting me borrow this and try it. I don't know, I don't think this would replace, I mean, I haven't had a ton of shaves on it. I think this is only my third. I'm not sure this would replace any of my DEs. And I'll have to kind of continue to shave with it a few more times if I were to send it back and evaluate whether this would have a place in my den. I'm still undecided on that. And just because I haven't had a nick-free shave yet. But I feel like where I got myself here, and I almost got myself on the nose, if you come into at the wrong angle, you can definitely press that blade into your skin. So you definitely have to be more, and I'm going against the grain, almost forgot where I was. To me, more ride the cap angle. Which I think is typically the case with single edge razors, because you're definitely given sort of an angle. I've noticed that with like the injectors and the supplies that I've used that are, they're not Artist Club, but they're single edge. You're definitely paying more, I think, for your blades in the single edge. I can't remember how many blades are in this, let's say on this pack. I think it was like around 20 bucks. And I'm not sure how many blades are in here. If it says, I think it's either 20 or 30 blades. Let me see. It might say right here. I gotta throw my glasses on. I know there's a 20 pack and a 30 pack. I think this was 20 bucks. I think it's 30. There's a 3.0 right there. So anyways, and I'm not sure you can get a ton more shaves out of it. I'm bleeding pretty decently right there. So we'll go kind of not the total fool's pass here. But I think it's easier with this longer thing to, when I'm getting in my nose, to kind of try to do this. And that's where I'm more prone to cutting myself. So I have a pretty good smile line right here. And I think I just got into that and I didn't stretch it enough. So I think the blade kind of got in that gap. And maybe my pressure was too hard right there when it did that. And it just got me. So I would say that is user error. That being said, so far, knock on wood, despite that one nick, this might be the best shave I've gotten out of this vector yet. And it's just a really nice scent. It really fills the bathroom with a nice, just a nice aroma. All right, I'm gonna rinse the face. So I do a little warm water followed by some cold water. Hopefully that cold water will close up some pores there from the shave. All right, let's get the splash. Now I did notice, I did put a little bit of the splash kind of on the back of my hand last night. I kind of do that sometimes after unboxings or when I get a new scent in. I don't put it all on my face because I've already got another scent going on or something, but I'll put some on the back of my hand kind of before bed and let it settle out for a minute just to kind of get a better sense of the scent on my skin. Because you can't always tell off the tub exactly how something's gonna smell on your body, because a lot of that depends on your body chemistry and your skin and everything else. This is a new formula for the splash. So the original splashes that came out are no longer available. There were some ingredient issues or supply issues, or I don't know if it was approval issues with the cosmetic stuff, or I can't remember what it was. But anyways, Johnny reformulated the splash. This is definitely more alcohol forward splash. And one thing I did notice on the splash when I put it on the back of my hand, I definitely got a big whiff of the alcohol right away. But I will say that probably 15-20 seconds after it kind of absorbed into my skin, that alcohol scent burned off pretty quickly and settled into a very, very nice scent on my skin. So you might notice that in the new splash, that you're gonna get more of that alcohol scent right up front, but don't let that throw you off. It definitely settles out nicely on your skin once that alcohol scent dissipates. But it does dry very quickly due to that alcohol. So it's not as, the other splash had and I don't want to say oily, but it was slicker and it didn't have that same quick dry out. So once you get it on your hand, you got to get it on your face pretty quick. I think so that it doesn't dry out, or you might need to use a little bit more volume on the splash to kind of get it on there. So, but already that alcohol scent is dissipating, and I would say the scent strength on the splash is definitely a little higher than the soap. Still a medium, strong medium, a good medium in my opinion. I definitely don't really need more scent strength from it personally myself. Some may, I don't. But I definitely get that greeny, figgy smell and scent, and a little bit of sweetness. And again, not overly florally. I don't get a ton of the vetiver. So anyways, all in all, I'm digging the scents. Definitely a keeper in my den, and enjoyed it very much. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you folks soon on the channel.